What's up, everybody? Week 17, we're back. True fan sports, fantasy pro insider, true fan
Yes,
sports.
exactly.
We are back here for week 17. It's been a crazy week. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. Looking forward to a new year, 2022, coming up with all the madness that we've had through 2021. Looking forward to a great 2022. It's been a tough week for me. I lost. I took an L. Took an L. And playoff time, but it happens. Happens to the best of us, man. COVID hit me hard. COVID hit me hard, and I'm scrambling for players. I'm late. And the AJ Brown pickup hurt me, man, and that's what happens when you're in fantasy. If you're not on it, throughout the minute like the guru is. But I must say though, but I do have to say, you came through with me on some picks, guru. You came through with me, and I made it close, but just a dollar short, a dollar
Well,
short. But it's all good. You know what I mean? We still got some info for you guys that are deep into the playoffs here for week 17. Some of you guys, this is the championship week. Next week, for some of you guys, will be championship week. So we're gonna go here with the rankings for the QBs and receivers and a little bit more. But we got a special presentation before we get started. Guru, go ahead and hit them with it.
yeah, I just want to talk for just a brief minute and a half or whatever about John Madden and just what an absolute icon to the NFL he was. Hall of Fame coach and broadcaster. Um, he was the highest winning percentage. It was the highest winning percentage of any coach that has 100 wins or more. That's 759. Um, he is the fastest coach to ever reach 100 victories. Um, Youngest coach or whatever to have 100 victories in the NFL. Uh, also a Super Bowl champion mixed in that mix. He has the All Madden team. We have to thank that for him. Everybody loves when that comes out. It's a list of your toughest and your most gutty and gritty players for this that particular season. Everybody likes that. Um, uh, Introduced us to goofy terms like boom and the doinks and all that good stuff. But he also did some really interesting things. Like he invented the yellow line to gain marker, that clear yellow marker that indicates the first down. That is because of John Madden. He came up with that. And now every football broadcast, college and NFL, they both use it. Um, the man won 16 Emmys as a broadcaster. 16 Emmys. That's crazy. It's really I'd never heard that he was that successful with a 16-time Emmy winner. Um, then we can talk about the Madden NFL football game with 250 million copies sold since 1988. It is the best-selling video game series ever. Uh, he was a pitch man for Miller Lite, Ace Hardware, Rent-A-Center, where I actually worked at the time when he was pitching for us. Tough Actin' Tadactin', Outbreak Steakhouse, and Verizon Wireless, all at once, all at the same time frame. So he was all over our TVs, every other commercial out there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he did introduce us also to the food group Turducken. If you hadn't heard of that, if you never had it, I never had it. I'd never heard of it, so we can thank him for that. And Frank Caliendo also owes the man a great deal of thanks for giving him a career. His imitation of Madden put him on the map and made him famous. I mean,
Hmm.
he's a very talented man, other than his Madden imitation, but that's really what put him over the top.
Yeah.
Was that Madden imitation, and how he showed his man crush on Brett Favre through that imitation. That was pretty good stuff. And I just the world's a little darker place today. It's a shame. Unfortunately, everybody's going to leave us, but he was I mean, I didn't, I known all these things separately, and I never, once you start putting them together, you're like, oh my God, what a career of influence this guy had in the
Yeah.
game of football, outside the game of football, in everybody's lives, and you didn't realize it. So, Rest in peace, man, for sure. The NFL is going to miss you.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Good words, great words there, Guru. Much appreciated, man.
All right, now we're going to jump ahead and we're going to start knocking out these Week 17 quarterback rankings.
Let's
We're going
go.
to start off with number one, the GOAT, Tom Brady. He got the Jets. They got a dream matchup. If you own Tom, you already got a leg up on the competition this week. Number two, Pat Mahomes with the Chiefs. Number three, Josh Allen of the Bills against the ATL Falcons. Number four, Aaron Rodgers of the Packers. They got the Vikings. Number five, Justin Herbert against the Chargers. Number six, Dak Prescott, who broke out last week. Woo, did he blow up? Man, that was an
Fine.
impressive first half. I mean, if they let him play that last quarter, there's no telling what he would have done.
Right.
He would have had a Joe Burrow type game, I think. Number seven, Matt Stafford of the Rams. Number eight, Kyler Murray of the Cards. Number nine, Lamar Jackson of the Ravens. Keep an eye on it. They say he's okay and he's going to play,
Yeah,
but
he practiced today.
you just never know this time of year, especially. Keep your eyes on that situation. Number 10, Jalen Hurts of the Eagles. He's at that Washington football team. Number 11, Taysom Hill of the Saints. He's supposed to be back on the field. Number 12, Carson Wentz, Colts. He say he's got a good chance of playing coming off the COVID restriction. Number 13, Joe Burrow of the Bengals, 525 yards. Woo!
5 tutties.
Yeah, that's crazy game, crazy. Number 14, Derek Carr of the Raiders at the Colts. Tough matchup, but they're in a must-win situation. Look for them to put the pedal down. And rounding out the top 15 is Ryan Tannehill of the Titans, home against the Dolphins.
Okay. 16, Kirk Cousins. 17, Russell Wilson with the Seahawks. 18, Jimmy Garoppolo. Keep an eye on out there. Jimmy says he's going to play, but keep an eye on that if you need to insert Trey Lance. If you want to insert Trey Lance, if Jimmy's not a go. 19, Mack Jones. 20, Justin Fields. I've got mixed emotions about inserting him this week. 2 games left. Do you want to play the young man? Nothing to go for. I mean, if you're looking to just continue to build on that offense, yeah. But if you don't want that young man to get hurt, sit him. I mean, yeah. But the Bears are who we thought they were. That's what we know.
If it wasn't for the matchup with the Giants, I would never put them on that high.
Yeah.
The Giants are just brutal.
21, Taylor Heineke of the football team. 22, Tua Tags with the Dolphins. Feeling this team a little bit. 7 straight wins. They got it going on out there, man. So
They
I,
do.
I like what they're doing. 23, Big Ben. His last hurrah probably with the Steelers coming up. 24, Matt Ryan with the Falcons. 25, Jared Goff back in the lineup with the Lions. 26, David Mills of the Texans. Had a nice little week last week. Surprise win for them against the Chargers. 26, I'm sorry, that was 26, David Mills. Jared Mills. David Mills. 27, Baker Mayfield with the Browns. 28, Trevor Lawrence. 29, Zach Wilson. Rounding out the top 30. He should be back this week. That's Teddy Jam Bridgewater with the Broncos, who's got a matchup away at Los Angeles Chargers. Should be a good matchup. That conference is, that division. Still, anybody's the division's up for grab besides Kansas City. Between Denver, Los Angeles, and the Raiders, they're all trying to get that wild card slot. So we're looking forward to that matchup. So those are your top 30 of QBs for Week 7 rankings. We're going to move right into the receivers. We're going to go with number 1, Cooper Kupp, of course. The Rams, man, gets it done. Devontae Adams coming in at number 2. Number 3, Brady's favorite receiver probably now. That's Antonio Brown with the Bucks. Number 4, Deebo Samuel with the Niners. Number 5, Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs. Was missing last week, but played, but he was missing though. So I'm looking for him to bounce back this week. 6, AJ Brown with the Titans. Whew. Man, what a game he had! What a game he had, man. Who we got? 7, Justin Jefferson with the Vikings. Number 8, Stephon Diggs, the Bills. Number 9, Jamar Chase of Cincinnati. 10, Cordell Patterson of the Falcons. Number 11, Deontay Johnson with the Steelers. Coming in at 12, DK Metcalf with the Seahawks. 13, Keenan Allen with the Chargers. 14, T. Higgins of the Bengals. And rounding out the top 15, we're going to go CD Lamb of your Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, the Cowboys. It was surprising to see you had the defense for the Cowboys scoring on three different interception return, kick
Yeah.
return, punt return. That hadn't happened in like 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And when you mentioned the Dolphins, first team in NFL history to have a 7 game win streak and a
Yep.
7 game losing streak in
Yep.
the same season. Kind of interesting. But you know what else is interesting? The second half of these rankings. So let's go to number 16, DJ Moore, the Panthers.
Okay.
Number 17, Tyler Lockett of the Seahawks, playing home against the Lions. Number 18, Amari Cooper of the Cowboys, home against the Cards. Number 19, Michael Pittman Jr. of the Colts at the Raiders. Or no, they're home playing the Raiders. Number 20, Elijah Moore of the Jets, home against the Bucks. 21, Hunter Renfrow of the Raiders at the Colts. 22, Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins. Number 23, I just found out this one was actually a scratch. Adam Thielen was going to be in there, so you can take him right out. Don't worry about Thielen now. He's done for the year.
Right.
He's having a surgery on that ankle. Number 24, Terry McLaurin, the Washington football team, taking on the Eagles. Number 25, Brandon Ayuk of the 49ers. Um, Number 26, OBJ of the Rams at the Ravens. Number 27, Devontae Smith of the Eagles, playing at that Washington football team. Number 28, Christian Kirk, volume. With
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins out, he's getting a lot of looks.
Yeah.
Point per reception, you must get him in your lineup. The Cards against the Cowboys. Number 29, Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Lions. They're taking on the Seahawks. Number 30 is Anubis Brown of the Ravens. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Marquise Brown. Not Anubis. I thought we were going with an Egyptian deity thing, but I guess we're not.
Yeah.
Marquise Brown, Hollywood, the Ravens against the Rams, and that's a must win for the Ravens now.
Yep. Yep.
So it's a big game coming up for them. The Rams, it's actually a big game for the Rams as well, but yeah, it's a must win. It looks like Lamar Jackson is back, so they should be back to full strength, even though they had their Josh Johnson had a heck of a game the other day.
Yep.
And I think that's what we have for
Mm-hmm.
the first part of these rankings.
Yep.
Any receivers jump out at you, Jay, to help people top off their season, and somebody that they might not have their eye on right away? Because I'll tell you what, and I'm one of them. I didn't trust A.J. Brown last week coming off that injury.
Yeah.
It didn't cost me, thank God. But I think it might have cost you. I hate to say it. But I know there were a lot of other people out there. It wasn't just you and me. I got lucky last week. I picked up Rex Burkhead, and I had a Penny in my lineup, Rashad Penny. So I got lucky. Because, Johnson didn't have a great game, so I got lucky. But are there any wide receivers that jump out at you, either on the list or not there, that you would suggest maybe keeping an eye on?
Well, as you said, I got burned by A.J. Brown, but I put him in my lineup. I got some late intel from my sources, and didn't pan out well for me. He had a monster game, but nobody like really sticks out. On me there. I mean, I like the young kid out of Miami though, Jalen Waddle. I like what him and Tua are out there doing. He's a guy I think you want to continue to keep an eye on out there. I can see with them trying to get into the playoffs, Tennessee trying to secure a playoff spot. I can see, that not so much a high scoring game, but some balls, a lot of balls going Jalen's way with Tua. He will be my guy for this week that I would definitely want to have in my lineup. I'm sure he's probably number one receiver in a lot of guys' lineup. He's one that's out to me there. One guy who I'm not sure with Thielen out this week, Adam Thielen out. Justin Jefferson probably get some more double teams out there. with and they're at Green Bay. Green Bay's got a pretty good defense in Green Bay as well. I don't see Justin having a great game, but he'll get you projected, I'm sure, which is what enough for everybody what they want. But I don't see him having a great game this week though out in Green Bay. But nobody jumps out as far as the receivers, but as QBs though. Like you said, keep an eye on Lamar because if Lamar's not go, you got to make sure Huntley is ready to go. Grab him if he's out there on your waivers. Grab him now. Just have on the bench just in case he can't go. I don't think it would be a situation where they're going to have two QBs out again. It would be either him or Huntley that will go this week. So he's a guy you want to make sure that you have in your lineup. I think it's going to be a great game between Taylor and Jalen Hurts this week. Those teams also fighting for a spot. Dallas secured they'll secure the NFC East, but Jalen and Taylor will have both going to be looking forward to having great games. Jimmy Garoppolo is another QB you want to keep an eye on, like I said earlier, because he's one that you may have to bench if he's not a go, and you got to insert someone in that lineup. So Huntley would be a guy to grab if you got Jimmy in your lineup. Go ahead and grab Huntley just to make sure you get someone ready to go. Those are the guys that on my radar for this week. I don't see anyone else that just kind of just jumps out on me. It's like, Russell Wilson could be one. He's home against Detroit. He could be one that hopefully ain't get no snow out there, but he could be one that could help you out this week as well. They're home against the Lions, so those are some QB that just jumps out and on my head right there.
Well, the one I do have a receiver that kind of jumps out. It was right there in that game you mentioned with Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be a lot easier and more tempting for the opposing defense to throw double teams at Justin Jefferson. That said, KJ Osborne has played pretty well the last couple of weeks with Thielen injured, and I think even after Thielen went down, I think he got a touchdown this past week.
Yeah.
He's one that can help you out because they are going to. Well, I should say they are. I don't know their game plan, but it would be much more tempting for their coach, the Packers coach, to throw double teams at Justin Jefferson. Now he's going to get the volume anyway. He's
Right.
going to get 10, 12, 15 targets with Thielen out.
Right.
So the numbers will be there. But KJ Osborne is going to have a whole side of the field to work one on one. He should uh, I would say 9 targets. I'd say 6 receptions for 78 yards and maybe sneaking into the end zone. If that is the case, and you got a guy that you're throwing on off the waiver wire, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is.
Other than that, I got no quarterbacks really this week. Just keep your distance from the Carolina Panthers situation with all that going and switching guys back and forth in and out. That's a nightmare. I don't know what the heck their coaches are thinking. They're still starting Cam and they're giving him the first series, and then he comes out and then he goes back in, and you can't get a rhythm. No one's getting a rhythm. The quarterbacks don't get a rhythm. The receivers, they got one lefty throwing the ball and a righty. They got a guy that scrambles around, and then you got a guy that stays in the pocket. Don't go near the quarterback situation for now.
Exactly.
Next year's a new year. Hopefully Cam can catch on somewhere where he's needed. I don't know if they can't talk Drew Brees out of retirement, which they tried. Maybe
Drew,
he could go down.
Rivers, not happening.
Maybe he could go down to the Big Easy there, and maybe back up Jameis Winston if Winston's not ready to go for the season. Maybe he can start off, but they need some more talent down there. That's for sure. Because after Winston went down, their season was over.
Yep.
And you think about it. Tampa gave up on the guy, but they kind of didn't have a choice with giving a chance to get Tom Brady. And he did have 30 interceptions that year, but he was a difference maker for New Orleans. They were 6-1, I think, 5-2, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And when he went down, it was just the end of their season. It was over, and it killed Alvin Kamara also. Once the other defensive coordinators realized that they had no passing offense, Kamara has done next to nothing.
Right.
In the running game, I think he only had 20 something yards this past week.
Yeah.
I benched him in one league. I played Harris from
Hmm.
New England. That
Yeah.
worked out pretty well. He had a pretty big game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I had people yelling at me for benching one league. They said, "Oh, you're tanking, you're tanking." I benched Saquon Barkley and Alvin Kamara,
Hey, man.
and I'm like,
About the
I can't have
matchups,
those
man.
dudes no more. They're tearing me to pieces.
Yeah, it's
I've
about the
seen that
matchups,
long
man.
enough. They kept
Yep.
me. They knocked me out of the playoffs in that league. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going with a different direction, and
Yeah.
it worked out. But
Good.
I think that's all we got for now. We're going to come back at you folks pretty soon with in a few minutes here with the uh, running backs and tight ends. So like Jay always says, get yourself a little snacky snack.
There you go.
Maybe pop the top off a cold one, and we shall see you folks in a few minutes.
All right. We'll be back.